Hey everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This here is Andrew speaking, and it's time for another scam call. This is another one of the final expense scammers that call and just really want to take advantage of elderly people, and sometimes you hang up on them, sometimes you screw with them, and sometimes you just go ballistic on them. This one I didn't really go ballistic, but it was fun arguing with him. Max, the despicable, horrible, horrible agent. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Stella from US Savings Center. How are you doing today?
Oh, very good.
Well, I was actually calling to provide you with some free quotes for state-regulated final expense program that are currently available to you. Now, I really need to ask you a quick question. May I start by asking how old are you?
68.
Perfect. Now, are you the decision maker?
The decision maker? Well, yes.
Great. Do you have an active checking or saving account?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Awesome. Well, everything looks great so far. Let me get you to one of the specialists and he'll assist you further with details on the policy.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for holding on the line. This is Max. How are you doing today?
Oh, very good.
You're having a word with my associate about a whole life insurance policy here, am I right?
She said it was a funeral expense or a final expense plan. I don't think she mentioned whole life.
Basically, it's a whole life insurance policy here that we're trying to do.
Okay.
And what it covers up here, it will cover up your funeral, your burial, and your cremation expenses. Okay? So this is what it will help you to cover up your coverage and your expenses as well. This is about a whole life insurance. It will never expire on you, and the rates will never go up regardless of your age or any other health conditions that you have. It will remain the same.
Okay.
And also, it will cover up your funeral expenses as well with that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me more about it.
Your call has been transferred over to me. I will be the person who's going to be assisting you here. Okay, so before I give you the codes, I will be providing you the rates as well. I will be providing you the benefits as well. Okay?
Okay.
And
What
once
company
I
do you work for,
some...
Max? What company do you work for?
Now you sounded like sus to me right now, you know.
Well, I'm just curious. You just said your name. You didn't say who you worked for. I was just wondering what company you represent, Max. Is that too hard of a question for you to answer?
Moved.
What?
No. The company that we work for isn't about a company. Okay, it's a private organization that is working with 40 different top 800 insurance companies here. So, such as you can say that mostly we work with AIG, Prosperity, Liberty, and the Royal Neighbors of America here as go on. We are giving them the outsource of it. We are giving them the people the way that they want to have insurance with them. So we are giving them the outsource. Now, do you know about it?
Well, not really. That's why I was asking. I mean, you just told me you mentioned some insurance company names, but that doesn't answer the question of who do you work for, Max? What company do you work for?
We work with 40 different insurance companies.
No, that's not what I asked.
We work with
Max?
40 different insurance companies.
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask you who you work with. I said, what company do you work for? Do you not understand the question, Max?
We work with... I understand that.
Okay, well then just tell me. What company do you work
that we work with? We are...
What's the name of the company that signs your paychecks, you know? Is that hard to answer?
I got it now. Okay,
yeah.
All right. Okay, so there are mostly maybe 3 companies here that signs our paycheck. Okay,
so you get paid by three different
AIG.
You get paid by 3 different companies, is what you're telling me. You don't work
Yes,
for a
sir.
single company.
Three different companies.
Really? And what's the name of those companies?
I mean, like I said here, that
I mean, how hard is this question to answer? It's like pulling teeth with you, Max.
listen. The thing is, right now,
Yeah.
we work with companies as well. All right, but we don't represent any other things. We are a private organization. We working with 40 different, but the mostly that we are working with that signs our paycheck, there are three companies that we're dealing with here:
Okay.
AIG, Prosperity, and American Amicable.
Okay, you said you're with a private company. Is that the name of the private company?
No, private organization, a private organization.
Right. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. I simply asked the
Team of a
question.
dedicated sales rep.
I simply asked the question,
It's a
who do
team
you
of-
work
it's
for?
a team of dedicated. Well, I already told you that we are working with many different 40 insurance companies here, such as you can say AIG, Prosperity, and many other insurance companies. We're working with them, right? We are working with them, like we work for them, right? As for that, I already told you here that if you're trying to talk about who we work for, we're working with 40 different insurance companies, and who give us the paycheck? There are three companies here that's providing us that, because we are giving them the working. We are dealing business with three insurance companies here, all right? And
Okay.
that three insurance companies are the ones are the ones insurance companies that we're working with. So we're just a private organization. Let's just say that this is a dedicated sales rep that is working, cold calling every single day, like more than 12 or 10 hours a day, all right? Maybe minimum 6 hours a day, but it goes to 10, right? So they are calling to people to provide insurance. This is
Okay.
a cold calling that we're trying to do here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, the reason I'm asking is because when I report you to the Federal Trade Commission for violating the National Do Not Call list, I want to make sure I know which company is providing you, is paying you to do this. Which company is asking you to illegally cold call somebody on the National Do Not Call list? Max. Do you understand?
Well, you can go ahead then.
Yeah, well, I know it's not
going
going
to... cases out there that cannot be figured out. How would your case will solve out? Tell me about it.
Yeah, I know it's not going to stop. You guys are going to keep calling no matter what because you're despicable, disgusting people.
Every single day, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Not for me. Everybody else will be calling you.
I know.
Not for me. I won't be calling you. I don't want to call you either.
Well, you know what I do, Max? I record all my calls and I share them on my YouTube channel. And I warn people about the scams that you guys are trying to do. You know, the simple fact that you're calling somebody, the simple fact you're...
I will like it. I will probably subscribe to your channel if you let me know that.
Sure,
That
absolutely.
I will be probably looking. It will be so cool if
But
you.
you're gonna let me finish what I'm saying, Max, right? You're gonna let me finish talking, right?
I need your YouTube. I need your YouTube right now. I will subscribe
Max?
right now.
Are you gonna let me finish talking, or are you gonna keep interrupting me?
Okay, sorry about it.
You do understand what a despicable practice is that you're doing, cold calling people without checking to see if their number is listed on the National Do Not Call list, right? You know it's despicable and deceitful that these companies are paying you to call people when they are specifically listed on the National Do Not Call list and don't want to hear from your dumbasses. But you do it anyway because you're disgusting.
Hey, where's the Instagram?
You're disgusting. You know that? But I think you do know that. I'm fairly certain you know that, right, Max?
I mean, as long as that is your truth, not mine.
Oh, well, trust me. I know your truth, okay? You're a disgusting, despicable human being. And you're actually calling to try to talk to senior citizens, aren't you? To take advantage of them, aren't you? Yeah, you think this is funny, huh?
Okay, carry on.
Max, you're only proving the point, Max. You're only proving it, okay? So how's it? You think this is funny, huh? Yeah, I bet you do, you piece of crap. Sometimes it's just fun going off on them. I mean, you can do that too. You can either hang up on them, or you can screw with them, or you can, blast them all you want. Sometimes they usually don't stay on the line long enough to do that. But Max, he's a trooper. He's despicable, ugly. His soul is ugly. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Horrible people. Hey everybody, and thanks a lot for checking out the video. If you like the content, click the subscribe button and hit the bell for notification. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, and we'll catch you all next time.